AU Mob, secondhand smoke is harmful to development of your child. The toxin stays in the fibres of clothes, furniture, and hangs around in the house for days. Make your home smoke-free today.
Well, they're our future. The children to our community means a whole lot and more.
The person who smokes has a choice, and that's their choice. I think it's a poor choice, but we can work on that. But if we can help, anyone get off cigarettes, it's going to, improve the health of our community and, stop this secondhand smoke.
At the preschool here, it's a safe learning environment for our children. We always make sure that the children are our first priority and we model what we want the children to learn, and it has to be positive. If children see people smoking, then they think, if they grow up thinking that that's the norm.
Oh, they mean the world. They mean the world to me, and their health and their safety and all of that, that's really important to me. As a mother, you play many roles, and I care for their health and their safety. Yeah, as any mother does. You have to keep abreast of your children's activities, what they're doing, and I find that prevention's better than cure.
Passive smoking on our children isn't great at all. It's not really good for their health. It brings in a lot of infection into their ears. They get gluey ears. A lot of kids can't sleep through smoking, smelling through your houses. I think it affects a lot of our children in lots of various ways.
For the second-hand smoke that comes out of a cigarette, there's 4,000 chemicals in a cigarette, the chemicals that come out of a cigarette. Now, they will affect people around you, around the smoker, and it's particularly important for young kids and babies because that cigarette smoke affects them, particularly in enclosed spaces like a car and in the home. So those chemicals, they increase the rate of asthma and can exacerbate asthma episodes, increase pneumonia, bronchitis, so leading to cough and wheeze in the babies.
A smoke-free community acknowledges that smoking is bad for everyone, and you will have a healthier life if you don't smoke. Consider a community that's healthy and has a bright future. Do something positive for your health. Get smoke-free, stay smoke-free, and be part of a smoke-free community.
I'm not a smoker, I've never been a smoker, but I've experienced my mum and dad, growing up with them both smoking in the house, in the car, taking out what we call their spit buckets every morning. I've lived there, I've had the coughs and I've had all the effects of being in a house in the car with the second-hand smoke. And I think it's important that we carry that on, that message around, we grew up with the smoke, the second-hand smoke. Some of them took it up, some didn't, like I didn't. But we still are affected by it, even back then, because it's not long ago that we only just realised that the second-hand smoke is what's killing a lot of us.
The attitude towards smoking and passive smoking, from what I've seen over a number of years, has changed. You've certainly had media campaigns, you've seen in the papers, you've seen on TV, social media. For a lot of our mob, smoking was one of those things, it was a companion type thing, it was a way of relieving stress and anxiety, and also it was probably a learnt behaviour. I think influencing people's attitudes, now that you've got the Ready Mob, you've got some role models there. They're certainly setting up clinics, basically looking at people who are at risk, see if they want to change behaviours and attitudes. I think it's going to be a slow process, and hopefully a lot of people can live long enough to see that change.
And with smoking, you have, there's otitis media, and asthma is on the increase around children, and the children are exposed to enough chemicals and contamination. Their lungs are still developing. It's important because they're so young and they're still developing.
They bring happiness to our community. They bring heaps of happiness. They're priceless. They're just, You could sit there all day and listen to these children. They are beautiful little individual people.
Hey, you mob. We all want our children to have the best start in life. Secondhand smoke is harmful to our families, especially our children, and damages their eyes, ears, breathing and development. The toxins from secondhand smoke stays in the fibres of clothes, furniture, and hangs around in the house for days. Give your child the best start in life. Make your home smoke-free today.